Good morning, folks. We are here. A lot to say. So, we currently just finished Douglas Creek Trail, and that watch that video. It's a short video. I didn't do much filming. Nothing really happened after the parking lot, so other after you cross the creek. Anyway, that's the Douglas Creek Trail. We are currently standing on the West Loop Trail. So we're going to take this trail for a bit to the next trail, which would make this a loop hike for me. But yeah, so anybody that was following the video from Douglas Creek knows what I'm talking about, or if you watched the West Loop knows what I'm talking about. So we're gonna follow the West Loop for a bit, and we'll start our next hike. Trails are well marked, so we'll do the intro on this trail, so we'll be prepared at the start of the next one. So trails are well marked. Every trail intersection is got signs and maps, so a good place to visit. I haven't had any issues here, so I think this would be trail number 7 I've done here. I'm not 100% sure on that, because there was one day I spammed the trails, literally one trail right after the other because they were short enough, so I lost count. And I really don't care on looking at what trail number it is. You just care about the name and what it looks like at the end. So yeah, so at my house I kind of knew, it's not like this is unexpected, but just showing you the conditions here. You see it snowed. At my house, sun's out, 45 degrees, not a flake of snow anywhere. But in Turin, 36 degrees, and obviously it snowed. That's the Tug Hill for you. So what we got was mostly rain in the last storm system, snowed up here. And this ain't bad. I almost turned around, coming up the Tug Hill on my side. They got a foot or two of snow, and I'm like, but I stuck it out and ended up here, and well, it ain't bad, so here we are. Now that hunting season's over, we're back out here, so I almost turned around and headed to Watertown, but I'm like, I want to get some more of these trails done before snows us out. Remember, we get feet of snow in the area, so that's why skiing is popular, and snowmobiling in the Tug Hill area. As you can see, ski tracks. Just so peaceful. At least it looks like the sun's gonna come out. I could stand here for a couple more hours, but I got trails to do, trails to hike, more opportunities to unlock, more viewers to view. There's probably about 2 inches of snow on the ground. Again, for these knobbers. I was going to say something else, but I got myself just in time. So for these large feet to be cutting through it, it's not too bad. Actually, this other trail is a lot further out than I thought it was. So far from the beginning of the video, it's been a half mile. I did see some deer out in the woods way out there. Took off before I could get you on though. Surprising that they don't hear you coming through the snow. As loud as it is, you think it'd be about as equally loud as crunching through the leaves. What's really interesting, how do I want to say this? Like right now, it looks cold. Looks like I'm cold. There's snow on the ground, so it's got to be cold. 35 degrees. It's not cold out. But then, if you go to the West Coast, like if I saw was to go to the West Coast, for me, 75 is hot. So, people watching from the West Coast, this ain't bad. This is summertime. Yeah, there's snow on the ground. Yeah, my cheeks are rosy, but that's why we grow this in upstate New York. But over there in California, the highest temp I can tolerate is 75 degrees. So, win-win, I guess. Yeah, looks cold in California from this video, but it ain't that bad. Just like 80 degrees on your neck of the woods, ain't that bad. Where, whew. Anyway, you can see trail markers behind me. I finally made it to the other trail. So yeah, for those viewing on the West Coast, for me it's like, oh, at least the sun's out. Because remember, in the wintertime up here, it's cloudy 99% of the time. So that's why, you know, you get out and enjoy the trails. Larch Trail, that's our loop trail back to the parking lot. This shortcut trail I might do later. I skipped it before on the west loop. But I have another hiking plan to utilize that trail. But that's where we are. Come off the west loop. You got the shortcut trail which connects back into the west loop on that side. West loop, the blue trail, will continue that way. Now there used to be a map or something on this tree here, but the wind and the weather may have gotten it to it. Still the trails are well marked. The map's not there, but the trail marker, the blue trail marker, is up above. You can see straight on the other trail markers. Larch Trail, the sign, and that's the red trail markers. Blue trail markers to west loop. Yellow trail markers, shortcut trail. So everything's well marked out here. I actually give them 110% on their accuracy, the trail markers, the maps on, you know, you're not lost. There's no way. If you're looking, you're not lost. So they got that going for them. And I stated before, we get feet of snow up here. So those signs, they're up there for a reason. Because after 5-6 feet of snowfall, that sign would be eye level with you. I mean, I've demonstrated this once before. I could be standing next to this tree. I don't see a sign. How much 5 feet of snow does makes a difference. But that's normal weather for here in the winter. If not more. That's an average of 5 feet of snow. So this time of year, another month, yeah, that sign will be staring you right in the face. And I got some fresh deer tracks here. That might have been the one I spooked off. You know, not only did I spook deer off, sometimes I spook myself, so it's probably a good thing. Well, as you can see, I'm the only one that uses this trail other than the deer lately, since it snowed. I think it was like 3 days ago it snowed. Because we had a rain event in my area 3 days ago. I'll try to post a picture in the end of the video about what the weather conditions are at my place. So it's like 45 degrees, the sun's out. The sun's now just now coming out here. Not a flake of snow on the ground. We didn't even break the plows out. And if it did snow, then I never saw it. Alright, we're coming across this creek again. Across this bridge when I was standing there doing face shots. How peaceful it was. Still is. I hope it's still peaceful. I don't know after I walked through there. And I mentioned this on the West Loop Trail. See the yellow trees? That's actually the property boundary line. The painted yellow. That's not a trail marker. That's a property boundary line of the state lands and private property. Here's the sign. So, property marker. Holy nails. And I didn't point that out in thorough detail on the West Loop Trail. So far I haven't really seen much, but I'm thinking this is more geared to skiers, because only a couple miles down the road there is a ski center. I don't know what you call it, a resort, but I don't know if they have any actual trails. I think it's downhill skiing with chairlifts, but I don't know if they have any trails over there. So this might be to offset that. Like, yeah, great, you can ski up and down a hill, or you can come here and ski on trails. So that could be a tribute to that. So it's more for skiing, but cross-country skiing. But if you want to do a hill and chair lifts you back up, and there's a place down the road, probably a couple miles in Turin. But this is for cross-country skiing for sure. I've gotten into some deeper snow here too. It's like 4 inches, maybe half a foot deep in some spots now. It's odd. Because the other trail I just did, it wasn't even more than 2 inches. Now it's like 6. I mean, look what I just crawled through. Here's a good example. There's our trail. Across the way. Posted sign. Game lands indication. Game lands posted sign. Oh. This looks like it might have been our right of way up here. It's weird. Huh. For sure. I mean, what else would be straight with huge trees growing on the left side of it? But the question is, it ends here. Look at this scary tree. So, yeah. And then Maybe they're cutting the road and abandoned it? No? Huh. I have no idea. But you see how nothing's showing up as a continuation of a road or a path or anything. But then all of a sudden you got huge trees at this point on the left and a straight shot. I mean a straight shot. What's the purpose? You see the next shot marker? Huh. Interesting. See, you don't find that stuff unless you're out, doing your hikes. So the question is, why? Why build a path from all the way down there just to have it come here and die? Because obviously it didn't go that way. It didn't go anywhere else. There's no huge growth trees on that side. Of course, come to think of it too, those huge trees could be the property boundary markers too. But still, there's a clear cut path through here like there was a purpose. Yeah, that's what the trees are. I'm sure of it. Trees are the property line. But still, they're the biggest trees along this what looks like it used to be an old access road. So you don't see any huge trees like that anywhere around here. Or if it was property and they logged this side, there'd still be huge trees on that side. Or vice versa. Nope, these are the biggest trees in the forest right along this trail. See? Besides the trees in the middle of the screen, in the middle right here. They're the biggest thing out here. Huh. Interesting. Huh. So I found this road. Get a picture of these posted signs because they are old. Try to keep the owners off the view. I mean, this one up here is even older. Looks like there's something on the other side of it though. Yeah, what is that? No snow. Oh, that's a handmade sign. Okay. I can clearly make out what it says behind it. No snowmobiles, but. Keeps things interesting. Oh yay, guess what we saw on our hike today? A posted sign. Something to brag about when you get home. Oh yeah, you should have seen it. Oh man, you should have came with us. We saw a nice old posted sign and that thing had to be at least 20 years, 30, 40 years old. Like this tree we're looking at. That's a creepy tree. Oh, okay, here's where we're going to get confused. So where does the trail go? See, we got a split. Alright. Now you gotta be a keen eye with this. You got this property line that had the old access road. Now it don't look like an old road anymore. You got an imaginary menagerie of signs up here. So, well, see anything in the trees? Other than posted signs? No. There's no red blaze. Now, here's the confusinger part. You got a red ribbon. So you would think you went straight this whole way, and you would think the trail goes this way. No. If you look over here, take a minute, stop, and look around. You see it? Mm-hmm. And that's where a lot of people get lost and screw up. You went straight. You thought you go straight. You found the property line. There's a red ribbon in the tree. And then you come to a split. There's nothing here in these trees to tell you to go that way. So you stop. You make sure. If you have to, take that trail 50 feet. Keep looking for them markers. Because who knows how far that goes that way. Next thing you know, well, I didn't bring enough water, or problems come up, and now you gotta hike all that back to figure out where you got lost. But we know we go this way, so keep that in mind. The big creepy tree, we turn right. Just an observation. Oh, see, now the trail marker's on that side of the tree, but on this side, guess it used to be. So that's what happened. It would have been well marked, but like I said, they're doing a good job marking the trails. So that's the only trail issue I've come into, and I've hiked, what, 6 or 7 of them already. And at the beginning of the trailheads, they're pretty well marked. So just a thought, train of thought there. I just give you a demonstration. That's how people get lost and everything. What's this up here? I'm seeing this here. Like it's a trail. Huh. So I'm probably hiking this backwards from the looks of it. So there's that trail we just went through. Now see how well. Oh, he's going to look at this first. And then watch the trail markers. See, they're pretty well consistently marked. Wait, where am I? Right there. Okay, too high. So, if you don't see a trail marker here, you clearly don't go that way. Stop and look around. Go, if you have to, go back to your last trail marker. And we head this way. And again, there's my markers there, and you can clearly see the next one along the way. So we know where we're going. Right. So far, about 3/4 of a mile in. I got the map with me actually, so I'll show you the map where I think we are right now. So, Larch Loop. We went down that straightaway. Now we're starting that zigzag line back to the other trail. So we're right about there. So we've been 3/4 of a mile. And if you need to know the place again, here we are. Screenshot it. Okay. Try to keep this in depth and in detail, you know? The best of the best. Don't make it sound like you're a pro. You're definitely not that point yet. Yeah, so this coming summer here, it looks like it'll be another interesting year. I'm getting some plans in line. I'm beginning to learn there is an old abandoned railroad bed around here somewhere from the former Glenfield and Western. Huh. And this year's the first year I've heard of it. As much as of a rail fan I am. So, there are some trails, like, I know there's a trail, another thing coming up this summer is the Fish Creek Trail. So, that's a long trail. That's a couple miles long. Could have been extended. It's in the book. Probably don't have it. No, I don't have it up. So, we got some more business to do up in this area before we head up north or south further. I'm kind of curious about the Glenfield and Western Railroad. Trying to find my trail. I'm guessing it goes that way, because it definitely don't go that way. So we're changing directions here. Is that tree? Yeah, see, there's the trail on the property boundary line marker. There's that tree. There was a tree that caught my eye. Huh. Okay, I got it. Yeah. I just didn't move far enough past this tree to see the other property boundary marker. It's hidden behind the tree, that's why I was like, oh yeah. Uh, but it is a trail. Yeah, so it's not bad. It's definitely good for skiing. Probably what it's going to be mainly used for, probably. I mean, yeah. But that's what the whole purpose of the video is. So, you know what there is to see, what not to see, and if you think it's worth your effort, come out, try it. But it's more for cross-country skiing than anything else, probably. So, what was that? Hang on. Chipmunk. Okay. You never know out here because it's bears and everything else, and yeah, that brought up. It's not like as bad as it was. What trail was I hiking when I thought something come running up behind me? I was wigged out. Oh, Watertown Park, Thompson Park. I gotta figure out what trail that is. I literally had sound. You could. I don't know if I heard it in camera or not. I haven't rendered the video yet, so I'm kind of curious what that sounded like. But literally, I heard something running up on me, and there was nothing there when I turned around. That was creepy. What the hell is the sign? Hang on here. What? What's that out there? The Shaws? The Shaws? Is there a road over there? There's no road. Oh, maybe there's a road over there. Like one of those seasonal roads. Where's my trail marker? I'm starting to get a little creeped out now. The Shaws. Pretty sure that's what it said. Trail markers, where'd you go? I see one way in the distance, so we're on the right trail. At least I know what the trail is. Yeah, it goes that way. Okay. What? Why? There's a sign right there. It says the Shaws. Where are the Shaws? Wanna walk a little faster? Usually you see a sign like that, there's a driveway, a house. Not just a sign that says the Shaws and nothing near it. A little creepy. Yeah. Oh, it gets better. Speaking of creepy. Another thing I'd like to point out too is look at the snowpack. Remember, go back about 10 minutes and the snow was 6 inches? Not anymore. Now it's easy walking, no deep snow. There might be 1 or 2 inches on the ground, if that. That's how much changes up here. Because right back there I was walking through almost a half a foot of snow, and now it's 1 or 2 inches. On the same trail. So it must be about the geology or whatever it's called. I think I said it right, but don't quote me because, you know, take my words with a grain of salt when it comes to technical phrases. But whatever's underneath maybe might be warmer. Like maybe down here, the sun, the solar or whatever, heat some of the bedrock or whatever up, and it keeps the snow down, and up there it's got more soil, and I don't know. It seems odd that 10 minutes ago we were walking through ankle deep or higher snow, and down here it's only maybe an inch or two. Again, you wouldn't have known if I hadn't pointed that out, if I hadn't come out to make a video for you to see. This tree's worth looking into. Literally, we're gonna look into this tree up here. So I wasn't kidding. Look into this tree. Ow. I had to lean in to get that shot, and of course that was good old quality leg pops. Oh, let's shoot this tree. Crack. Silent, and that's all you hear. Your knees giving out. I'm gonna say if a deer starts walking out, it's starting to turn into a Walt Disney cartoon. Oh, the birds are fluttering, you know, like those back in the early days, Walt Disney's animation studios, you know, Bambi, all the birds are all happy, the squirrels are all happy, the deer are all happy, the deer come up, eat out of your hand. Yeah. It's just so that peaceful right now. I'd rather hear birds chirping instead of dead silence and my feet trudging. You're kidding me. It is about to go full Walt Disney. And how did that deer not hear you just now? I blocked, I talked, I made stupid jokes. How can that deer not hear me? It's right there. I saw ya. Never mind. It's gone. It's just looking at this twisted tree. Let's give you a trail example because you go straight Nope, right here the trail goes down. At least the marker's in the tree this time. Because we were on a straight path for a little bit. And we head down. Alright folks, I think we're coming up to the end. I recognize the field over here. And I hear the creek below us. So that's going to be it for this trail. We'll hit the other trail here shortly, and hope you enjoyed that little twisted look into the trail. I'm just going to talk until I get to the other one, and we'll end the video there. Okay. Alright. Had to jump over a hole. I'd say it's about a mile, maybe a little more. There's a sign right there. So, yeah, it's good for cross-country skiing. No problem with that. There's not much to see. But if you want to be disturbed, like I was, yeah, well, you know what you're getting into. Because I don't. until after the fact. So here we are. We're at the trailhead. So that's going to do it for the Larch Trail. And here we are at the trailhead. And this is the trail back to the main parking lot. So there you have it. Larch Trail. Not as popular as this other one here, but there's the bridge. Douglas Creek will take it back to the parking lot. And Douglas Creek also goes up that way. And that's like a connector trail to the West Loop Trail. And I think we're going to call that a done deal. Larch Trail's up that way. Again, things are all marked, so except that one spot I encountered. There's your map. It's way up in the tree, but we explained that before. So, yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you like, don't like, and we'll see if we can do better next time, or vice versa. We'll end here at Douglas Creek. And here I am at my residence, and not a flake of snow in sight. Those noisy squirrels. Just so you never know what you're going to get into. Always check the weather forecast and everything, to where you're going.